If you have been following my channel since the dinosaur ages, you will know that I always mention HelloTalk as the app that I use for language exchange. Today, I'm going to give you a run through of this amazing app. So if you don't know where to find language learning partners, if you're bored during lockdown, if you want to practice your speaking, and if you want to translate text messages on the go, HelloTalk is the app for you. I am pretty sure I started using this in high school, and high school was a really long time ago. Let's dive right in. At the bottom, you will see that there are 5 tabs. You have talks, which are basically your chats, moments, which is like a timeline, pretty similar to Facebook, where you can upload photos, interact with native speakers, the search function, which is where you find native speakers to talk to, the learn function, which is something cool and new that HelloTalk has introduced with a whole bunch of language lessons, and then your profile. Let's look at the search function. So we have best match, people who are online. We also have nearby, so if you're looking for somebody who lives in your country. And then serious learners, these are people who are going to be more helpful or encouraging in your journey. It's really simple, so let me see. 엄청 내성적이에요. That's very cute. They say I am very shy and introverted. Okay, so you can go through their timeline and see what posts they've posted once you open their profile, so you can get to know a little bit about them, feel safe talking to them. As simple as just saying something like 안녕하세요, whoopsie, 저는 assistance, and then I will put a smiley face. So pretty simple, just introduce yourself, and that is how you meet people. Since I'm learning multiple languages, I have these 3 tabs where I can see people who are specifically able to teach these languages and exchange with me. The Learn tab is a new function which is super cool. It's like mini bite-sized podcast style lessons for a bunch of different languages. So if you're learning English, Korean, Japanese, they got you. There are a few different levels, so you'll see it goes up to pre-intermediate. So here's a lesson for pre-intermediate, asking the Wi-Fi password. These are all relevant to daily life situations.
Asking for the Wi-Fi password.
뭐 드릴까요?
커피 말고
위에 드릴게요.
So you see it's a very short audio clip with a focus on main phrases from the dialogue. If you want to turn the translation off, you just do so on the button so you can test your reading. And you can also see the vocabulary from the lesson. Alright, so simple bite-sized audio lessons where you can practice your listening, you can mark the lesson as done, and you can also add it to your favorites. So if you download the app, I recommend you just browse through these lessons because there's quite a lot that you can go through. I enjoy learning vocabulary, so my favorite section here is Hello Words, and I have selected up to 3 languages that I want to learn. They update topics regularly, so you can see that the coronavirus is here too, as well as basic words, a lot of different topics, and it's just a vocabulary flashcard. On the free version, however, you can only do 1 lesson a day, so you should probably check back every day if you want to get the most benefit out of this section. You'll notice at the top it says grammar checker, so let's check that out. This is specifically for English learners. It's still in beta mode, so it means that they are currently rolling out this feature and still testing it. Let's see if I type something wrong in English, if they will fix it for me. I'm very tired. Whoopsie, I need to spell properly first. And then it corrects it to I am very tired today. This is so awesome. Pretty useful if you're learning English, and I hope they will roll out this for other languages soon. That would be so cool. One of my favorite functions on HelloTalk is the Moments tab. So it's basically like a timeline where anybody on the app can post pictures, questions, voice notes to check pronunciation, and you can follow people from there, correct their mistakes, update your day, the whole shebang. If you don't know what somebody says, it's super easy. You can just tap on a word. So for example, 誰か電話しませんか? Let's say I don't know the first word. All I do is I tap on it, and you'll see there is a translation here for me, and I can listen to the word.
誰か.
Pretty cool. I can even save the word if I didn't know what it means, and it'll save to my profile. So let's see. I've been on here forever, so I've made 611 translations and given 88 corrections and listened to pronunciation 50 times. If you are a free user, you can just choose 1 language to learn. However, I am a VIP learner, so VIP learners can add up to 3 languages to learn and 3 languages that they are able to teach or speak. You can also add your age, interests, and kind of what these are used for is when you start talking to someone, it shows you what their interests are, so you already have topics that you can discuss with them instead of just being like, hi, how are you? Something cool I like about the profile page is being able to upload an audio introduction. Let's listen to mine.
안녕하세요. 남아공에서 온 린디라고 합니다. 네, 현재 싱가포르에 살고 있는데.
Oh gosh, when did I record this? I should update this. Okay. If I go to my own moments, you will see there are definitely places where people have fixed my mistakes for me, and it's been very, very useful. So it just appears like this, both sentences there, and you can see where you went wrong. If you're afraid that this is going to get lost, pretty easy. You just highlight the sentence and you say favorite, and it'll save it to your profile favorites, which you can find right over here. Let's look a little bit about how the chat interface works. So I'm talking to this person right here. For example, let's say that I don't understand anything that she said in this message. No problem, you can just do an instant translation. Super useful, pretty accurate. Something else that I find really cool is the speak or transliteration function.
한국은 다행히도 지역 감염은 거의 없어졌어요.
As you can hear, it's a little robotic. It's almost like Google Translate. But if there's like one word that you really don't know how to say it, this is especially useful for languages that don't have an alphabet, like Mandarin Chinese or Cantonese, for instance. What you can do is also correct people's mistakes within the chat interface. So if she's made a mistake here, all I do is I say correction, click on the pencil, not going to be my target language then, and you can send the comment back to them. It's always good to be nice and ask them, hey, would you like me to correct your sentences for you, before you just go on an editing spree and fix people's mistakes for them. So remember, people who use this app are human. Let's be nice to each other. Speaking of people being human, it also tells you when it's someone's birthday and you can send a card. I think that is just the cutest function. This guy is actually my language partner who I met in person. So we met around October on HelloTalk, and then we met a few times in person to study together. If you watched my previous video about my language goals progress, where I showed that somebody's fixing my Korean essays, he's actually the person I met on HelloTalk who's helping me correct my Korean essays. So some people who I met on HelloTalk back in high school, I'm still in contact with to this day. I know what you guys are thinking, like, okay, it's kind of iffy to meet people on the internet, especially for language exchange apps where it kind of feels like online dating. It's okay, it takes time. It's just like normal friendships. Think of it as like going to a party and there's all of these people around. You're not gonna like meet your perfect match or perfect new best friend right off the bat, right? You need to talk to a few different people and really see who you can be a good language partner with. I also have a video on tips for a good language exchange, so do check that out if you're looking on how you can have the most successful language exchange. If you do get the VIP subscription, it supports unlimited message translation. So if you're talking to someone, you can only translate a certain number of messages a day. With VIP, you don't need to worry about that limit. Something else on VIP is that you can search people by gender. And on the VIP version, you can learn multiple languages, and there's a whole bunch of other privileges. The free versions are actually super, super robust. Up until like this month, I've been using the free version. And if I've stuck with it for so many years, you know it's good. If you want to download HelloTalk, there's a link in the description, so do check it out. Let me know if you have any funny or interesting or heartwarming stories from your experience on HelloTalk. Leave it in the comments. And you can also drop your HelloTalk ID if you guys want to make more friends. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!